Yo, before y'all even skip, bro, this channel about to be only for reactions. You see these socials, follow me there. If you want to see gameplays, see Tool Clutch. Y'all know what's the word. Out.
This is 18-year-old Eliot Garcia.
All right, chat.
On March 25th, 2025, Boca Raton police responded to a TD bank after receiving a report of a check fraud in progress. When officers arrived, Mr. Garcia is still standing at the front desk attempting to cash his $5,000 check. The banker quickly...
Gang, is that the same thing as the Chase thing? Like the Chase Bank? Y'all know what I'm talking about though, right? Damn.
Noticed red flags with the check and managed to call police while stalling Mr. Garcia. Watch the stories he provides from flipping houses to a random beach meeting and let us know what you think in the comments below.
Damn, bro. I don't know how I would feel, bro. I don't know. Would you lie? Like, damn, you already there. You caught. Like, I think I would have just been like, awesome, yo, just get my lawyer, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it's just off the backboard, like off the back of my head. Like, hey, just get my lawyer, bro, because you already called me. Like, I'm right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see a cop, though, get in while I'm doing that, or automatic right there.
You're speaking to right now.
Damn, they didn't even speak to them. Nothing. Straight.
And Luther, you're speaking to right now.
Yes, it's a lot.
Chat.
I have Boca Police Department.
You guys got a room? We're gonna. Alonzo, sit here.
Chat,
this room.
what?
Take this room.
Hold on. Now I got a question, though. Now, was he there? What's it called? Was he there? And the lady called the police and he stayed there? Or was he there and he didn't even know the lady called the police? You know what I'm saying? That's why he was still there. Because I ain't gonna lie. Man.
No, I'll tell you in a minute. You know the reason, but we'll play the game.
Yep. The lady calls the police, bro. I know what I'm doing.
A fraud investigation.
I'm out of there, bro.
Yep.
I don't even care if I don't get the check anymore. Like,
right now, you're not free to go and you're being lawfully detained. I'm going to reach your rights. All right? I'm required to warn you before you make any statement. You have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Any statement can be and will be used against you in a court of law. You understand these rights I have read them to you? You wish to answer my questions? Okay.
Meet the new standard.
man, come on, man. Come on, man. We want to make our bread too, man. Like, yo, what's the name of the channel? BodyCamGoat. Come on, you the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
Banker and discovered Eliot opened a new account at TD Bank just 2 weeks prior and find the check owner has never heard of him.
Wait, can I see that?
That's you see, that's how it's suspicious, bro. What is this? It's the figure. I think it was more. I think it was, yo, chat, I'm thinking it was on my stream, like on my screen, like from the overlay. I'm bugging out. I'm like, yo, is that my mouse that's doing this shit? Like, no, I'm high, I'm fried. But I was gonna say, bro, you gotta be smart when you do something, bro. How you gonna make an account like 2 weeks and then just go get like 5 bins, bro?
Okay, she said she never wrote this check out.
She never wrote that check. He said it's for.
That's suspicious, but that's why she called the police. Like,
I do have the check, yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Subject came in, approached the teller. I am the assistant manager here. The teller wanted further verification. After looking at the subject's identification and the check, I realized that it may be a stolen check. So I proceeded to contact the customer.
The reason why you thought it was a stolen, you said? I'm sorry.
Yes, because of the location.
This was in New Jersey?
A New Jersey check, yes.
So those little flags you saw?
Correct.
Okay.
I investigated further, realized that the
so where are they?
Opened up an account, 2 accounts that has not been funded on March 10th. His stories that he provided to me did not add up. First, he said that he purchases homes, fix them up, and resell them.
Okay.
Yes, and then he stated that he was doing some work for them, that they have property in Boca Raton, even though they live in New Jersey, and he was doing some work for them. He also stated that it was from a company, and then he switched and he said it was from. So I didn't feel comfortable, so I delayed him, called the customer, and then called the police department.
So I spoke with this gentleman. He lives in Orlando. Apparently, he came down from Orlando to West Palm Beach to stay at a hotel because him and his cousin like to flip rundown apartments, houses, correct? Okay. If I'm wrong at any point, correct me, okay? Please. Okay. So he's staying in West Palm. He didn't want to cash the check in West Palm because he didn't want to get robbed. But for whatever reason, he couldn't stop in Lantana, Buena Beach, Del Rey, any other city that was in between West Palm
in between
and the city of Boca Raton.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it's just random. Now, if I understand correctly, apparently in our city, in the city of Boca Raton, there's a lot of...
Yo, why are you trying to instigate, bro? He's like, yo, again, I'm not saying you lying. But let me know if I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Just let me know what you know, gang. Like, this nigga say.
Okay, so he's staying in West Palm. He didn't want to cash the check in West Palm because he didn't want to get robbed.
He didn't want to go in
reason,
between. You understand that?
Boca Raton, he, for whatever reason, it's just random. Now, if I understand correctly, apparently in our city, in the city of Boca Raton, there's a lot of rundown apartments that need fixing that he can flip.
Okay.
And he needed to cash the check for $4,150 in our city.
Right.
So that he can go look at a property somewhere in the city of Boca Raton. He doesn't know where. His cousin knows where, but his cousin didn't come with him because he had other important meetings, right?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, well, he has other important stuff to do, right? Okay, so he had other important stuff to do.
Yo, he tweaking, bro. Look at this. Yo, look at this nigga face. It's like, yo, this nigga annoying, bro. I could tell this is the annoying cop thing. Cause yo, I don't know if you
between West Palm
let me know if I'm lying.
and the city of Boca Raton. For whatever reason, it's just random. Now, if I understand correctly, apparently in our city, in the city of Boca Raton, there's a lot of rundown apartments that need fixing that he can flip. And he needed to cash the check for $4,150 in our city.
Okay.
So that he can go look at a property somewhere in the city of Boca Raton. He doesn't know where. His cousin knows where. His cousin didn't come with him because he had other important meetings, right?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, well, he has other important stuff to do, right? Okay, so he had other important stuff to do. So he just Ubered from West Palm to the city of Boca Raton to cash a check. Did I get the story right, sir? Okay, just want to make sure I was right.
So I spoke to the teller and I spoke this.
I guess you got the story right, bro. Let me know if I get the story right, bro.
I don't remember, but I said I sent a company over there, but
She owns no houses in the state of Florida. She only lives in Jersey, never been down to Boca Raton.
yeah, she lives in Jersey.
Okay. She never wrote the check out because she still has the check
Where?
at her house.
How would that be if the check's right there in front of you?
But I'm asking you that question.
That's how I'm trying
The
to
check was written out to you.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
You have her information there. You can call her if you're a client. If she's your client, you can call her.
I mean, you work in her house, right?
I sent a company to their house. I'm just literally like,
But you said you picked up the check. You went to get the check in Jersey.
yeah, I picked up that check.
In Jersey.
I didn't pick it up though, I got it mailed.
Oh no, let's call her on the phone. We'll put her on speaker for you. Your work phone.
Check. Like I said, bro, off the back, I want my lawyer. Cause you see, even if you trying to lie, I bet niggas be thinking like, oh, I could lie through it. No, bro. You gonna say something that they gonna come back to it and be like, yo, but you said this, even if it's the little, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Ask for your
when I
off the back.
We're gonna send her a picture of this. So she's gonna confirm this is her
Don't
signature,
come
right?
say where you was.
I mean, my man, you did the work.
Cause
You
then
got
they
the
gonna
check.
be
You
like,
don't
yo,
know
was at home. Oh, you see, he was at
You saying the check
no.
is still in Jersey, it's right there in front of you.
So you went all the way to Jersey to do a construction job? So what city did you
I
want to
ain't
do
gonna
this?
lie, but they already caught you though. You know you didn't go to Jersey. You know it's not your check. You know everything, right? Cool. Why doing this, bro? I wouldn't play with them, bro. The police knows mad shit, bro. With the police, you supposed to keep it cool and dip. You know what I'm saying? Don't be on some, nah, gang. Yeah, it's this and that, it's this and that. All right, boss. All right, appreciate it, boss. All right. Don't be on no EPB.
Good job.
They quick, bro. They just need a
What's your
reason,
company?
bro. They just need a reason.
Said your company.
I said a company.
You said it was your company.
I said one.
Okay, so a company is going to wipe this A company, whatever the name of the A company is,
They come,
giving you a
yo,
check.
this nigga's annoying, bro.
To do the job.
But what job are you doing? You're here in Florida, man. You're in
Elliot,
Florida.
I'm gonna ask you a question, okay? You have a right to say no. Do you mind if I look through your phone? Okay, so we're gonna take the evidence and seize it.
Wait.
Yep. There's evidence for you to seize it.
I
There's
mean,
a warrant to
no.
get your phone.
Wait. But if I say yes, we.
You said no. I'm not gonna go back.
You
and forth.
already said
I'm gonna
yes,
prove
though.
see what you say in conversations with this victim here, right? In your company, because usually you're gonna text message some kind of proof of your company, right? And show you for the checkout, some kind of service, something
Yeah,
like that.
something.
Elliot, we all been doing this job for a while.
I'm not confused right now.
So, is there someone who told you to go cash this check in? And you're just kind of a dumb person that don't know anything?
Don't snitch, bro.
This is your chance to complain, bro.
He's,
I already got you enough.
he thought
So, is there
about
someone who told you
snitching
to go
right
cash this
there.
check in?
He thought about snitching right there. That silence
You're
right
just kind of a
there,
dumb
bro.
person that
You
don't know
tweaking.
anything?
I'm just trying to figure out that check.
This is your chance to complain, bro. I already got you enough, more than enough lies.
Quantas vezes você já
Bro,
teve
come
aqui na
on,
calçada da
gang. What's up with the ass, bro? Like, goddamn, like, let a nigga eat, bro. But let's see what he said.
Elliot, we all been doing this job for a while.
I'm not confused right now.
So, is there someone who told you to go cash this check in?
He thought about snitching. Right?
I already got you enough, more than enough lies. So this is your chance to come clean and try to help yourself. If you want to stick to your story, you're more than welcome. But even the way I explained the story and you confirmed that was your story, it doesn't make no sense, my man. Listen, maybe if it was our first day doing this line of work, it might work.
This is South of Florida. This is King of Frauds down here. This is not the first time we dealt with that.
I already know y'all deal with that. gonna lie. That right there.
So who
Bro,
gave you that check?
don't try to be their friend neither. Like also, oh, I heard we be doing yeah. No, because if you heard what they be doing, that means they caught you. You hear me? Why even come with that story? They gonna be like, yo, so he think we dumb. Like that's what he think.
First thing, never time we done with that.
Damn.
That right there.
So who gave you that check to cash?
I don't know, some random person on the beach.
Is it on the beach? Where? Here or where you live?
Nah, like,
Nah, don't snitch,
Drop you off
bro.
here? Is the car still here?
nah, I'm pretty sure once they see y'all, the patrol car, they've been there. Yeah.
So you met this random guy on the beach. He told you what to go in there cash?
Yeah.
Because on the March 10th, you opened up an account in TD Bank.
Yeah.
Is that what he told you to do, or?
Nah, I wasn't opening for it. I told him, man, but he was like, blah, 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 TD, blah, blah, blah.
So a random guy, you know what city he was in?
Yeah,
What beach?
Tampa.
Tampa. So he was in Tampa, you met this random guy on the beach. He told
He was
you...
like, yo, whatever they're going, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right.
Okay. What is that? Okay. You ever been arrested before for anything? I'm down here in Palm Beach County.
The people from Tampa had dropped me off here. And then I guess once they see y'all, patrol car, they left.
Is it something like a friend of a friend?
Yo, imagine he says this though, and some random guy gets locked though. Both of them, cause yo, that's matter of fact, bro. That's crazy.
He was like, yo, I got these checks. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, they're legit. He's like, yeah, they're legit. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get into no trouble, right? He was like, nah, you good. I was like, okay, good.
Black guy, Spanish guy?
Nah,
White guy, girl?
sorry?
Who was the guy who told you?
It was like, he's like Haitian, like.
So it's a black guy? Skin color, is white, black?
Nah, bro. Imagine some random one of my Haitian boys. You hear me? Shout out Haiti, bro. Some random one, just out here chilling at the beach. That day just so happened to be, and both of them go. Nah, bro, that's crazy, bro. What?
Okay.
That's tough, bro. That's tough. His mom, you know how Haitian moms be, bro.
Who was the guy who told you?
It was like, he's like Haitian, like.
So it's
This
a black guy? What's skin color? Is white, black, yellow?
yellow.
Okay.
Tattoos all over literally.
How many checks did he give you? Just one?
Yeah, literally just one.
Just one?
Yeah, literally just one.
He said he gave you checks.
No, he gave me that check right there.
He just gave you
He literally gave me one.
And he drove you all the way down here for one check?
Is that the guy you were on the phone with when you were trying to cash a check? That's what we usually do, is they stay on the phone when we try to do this.
Nah, that's somebody else.
How much money were you supposed to get paid from that? From the $49.50 that you were gonna take out, how much was your cut?
Probably like 15.
1,500?
And he dropped you off, and he says, and
Just a cash it. I was like,
what car did he drop you off in?
it's like an electric one.
It's like a Tesla?
Nah, Canava or something like that.
The Kona, whatever it is?
King, I don't know, it's like King or something.
Is it the Hyundai?
No,
It's a newer EV? What color?
It starts with a K. A Hyundai. Not even a single K in the word, bro. A Hyundai. Not even a K in the bro. This man tweaking. He said a
We're gonna check the
Hyundai.
camera, so I mean, just to be honest, if you can't.
But bro, what I'm seeing is imagine a random ass Haitian, bro, with a Hyundai or whatever, right? Electric, bro, just get locked because of this, bro. Like, nah, bro, nah. Bro. I would have crashed out,
To be
bro.
honest, if you came in the car, were you dropped off, or were you dropped off in the front, or were you dropped off in the back? Were you dropped off on the side, the front, or the back? Because we're gonna check the cameras. There's a bank. There's cameras everywhere. Walked where? You said you were dropped off.
I don't know, I dropped off like down the street and I walked through.
So I believe you're telling part of the story, right? You came on this with someone telling you to do this, but it ain't some guy on the beach. It's probably someone you know. It's probably someone who's done this before. So hey, I did it once. It went through in Tampa. And it took you from Tampa to here. And you don't know what kind of car it was. You said it was an EV car, newer, right? What color was it?
It's like a reddish, it's like a dark reddish, like a wine color.
Where did he drop you off?
Literally at the lake.
This light where there's a wide open window.
Bro, me, I'm just thinking about the random Haitian with a wine e car getting locked, bro. That's
Here. That cameras that point that way.
real
Why would they
bad,
see you
bro.
walk?
Like
Or were they gonna see you
some
walk?
innocent ass, hard working Haitian,
You
bro.
understand you're in serious trouble right now, right? I hope you know that.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna be straight up with you, okay? You're looking at a couple felonies. This is felony, man.
Felonies.
Yeah. You're looking at washing a check, that's a felony. And fraud, that's another felony. The amount is over 750, so another felony. So right now you're looking at 3 felonies alone, yourself. So we're giving you the chance to try to help yourself.
What would be helping you?
The truth. The truth will help you because when we present a case later to the state attorney's office.
Chad, whatever you gonna say is cap, by the way. Don't tell him like, oh, yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I came here to check this, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like, I do this on the regular, bro. I just don't got a job. Like, no. Call your lawyer and stick to that story then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just thinking about the Haitian though. Like, he didn't do nothing. He might go to jail. Like,
they're gonna see everything and they're gonna be like, okay, this guy's cooperating or something. I don't think that you're the person involved in this. I think there's a bigger ring. I think that there's way more people involved in this. I don't think you're the only person that they're using to cash these checks. And the reason I know this is because a couple months ago, I made the same arrest for somebody else. Okay, so it's up to you if you want to see the state, okay, hey, I cooperated, he was being truthful, let's see what we can do to help him out. And I'm not saying to help you out that they're gonna give you a deal or anything like that. I'm not mentioning anything, I'm not promising you anything, I am not. But what I'm trying to explain to you is, it's just gonna help you later in the long run because everybody's gonna have access to all of this. All of this is being video and audio recorded. We have all the evidence, we're getting the statements, right? So all of this information is gonna come into play later in court. So we already caught your line, right? But now you're finally starting to tell somewhat of the truth, right? It's not a good look when the state attorney is reviewing this and they're like, okay, he's not even remorseful about what he's doing. He doesn't care about what he's doing. Okay.
Cap.
Then they're gonna give you what they're gonna give you.
Cap. Okay? They're gonna give you what they're gonna give you regardless, bro. Like, I want y'all to think this, bro. Y'all go outside and stab a woman. Pause, bro. Big pause. Hypothetically speaking. Y'all go outside, bro. Imagine y'all like fresh out of college, boo boo, stab the girl, boo boo, right? The girl dies. You think just because you said, I was going through some stuff, then I drunk a few bottles and it happened so fast and this and that they're gonna give you last time? Bro, you done stabbed the girl 30 times, bro. Like, it ain't no story. Like, bro, just stick to call my lawyer and this is the story. And just hope the judge feel it. Because if she does it or he, then you gone, gig. Like, bro.
Again, I'm
going to be gone regardless.
Something's going to change.
However,
being truthful and you telling the truth and maybe even getting the people that got you in this situation involved.
Don't think because you told them the truth, now they're going to take like 5 years out of, nah.
They got in that highway and they say, lose this guy's contact number and it's over. You think you're ever going to hear from them again?
Cap.
You think they're going to post your bail?
You got to think. You were set to make what? $1,500? $1,000. So they gave you one check for $1,000.
Now they trying to lower it down like they're going to be like, oh, it's only 250 over 7. Bro, come on, bro. No, bro. They just gonna be like, oh, lie. You know what I'm saying?
You were set to make what? $1,500? $1,000. So they gave you one check for $1,000 is what you were gonna get. Think about how many checks they're giving out to people, how much money they're making. They're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're about to make $1,000. And like you said, 3 felonies. 3 felonies for $1,000. Let that sink in.
You said no.
It's gonna be up there. You're gonna depend on the amount of felonies we're gonna put. I don't want to give you a number, then I'm wrong. You get what I'm saying? But this is the one and only chance and opportunity we're going to give you to come clean. Once we lock into your statement, guess what? Whatever you tell us, that's what's going to be locked into your statement. Then it's up to the attorneys later on and the state how they're going to want to handle this.
It's up to them anyways, gang. So
it's up to you because I don't think you're the person at fault for this. Somebody used you, and now look who's the one in handcuffs, and look who's the one that just took off in a car and they're hanging out home.
And all they lost was a piece of paper.
Somebody's calling you, some Javi guy FaceTiming you. Okay. So you want to take the fall for everything? It's you?
Take the fall for everything?
Yeah. Like, so this was your idea? This is your whole plot? Okay, so whose idea was for you to do this? There's no way you just were walking around the beach, holding hands, or walking by yourself, holding the air, and you decided to
got scared off the back.
Oh, I can make $1,000. Let me jump in your car and let's go to the city of Boca Raton so I can make some money. I highly doubt that's what happened. But if that's the statement you want to stick to, I'll be more than happy when we go in front of the judge to let the judge know that was your statement. So what happened?
I was at the beach on Tampa.
When?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, okay? And then what happened?
I was just walking. I walked out of a restaurant. Some guy was like, "Hey, yo, how old you is?" I was like, "I'm 18 years old." And he was like, "Hey, we trying to make a quick $1,000?" I'm like, "Sure." And then once he showed me the check, I'm like, 4,000. So I'm only getting $1,000 for a $4,000 check. Don't make no sense. I was like, you know what? He'll probably give me more bread. So I was like, no, I'll just go through with it. Pass the check, give him whatever he gives, and whatever he gives me, he gives me. That was literally the end of it. That was it.
Okay. Well, how did you contact with this person?
Huh?
How did you communicate with this person?
In person.
Okay, so you know them for 2 weeks, correct? 2 weeks from today, correct? Give or take?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been with him every single day, 24/7 with him for the last 2 weeks?
Nah.
Okay, so how did you communicate? Did you guys use like brain signals, smoke signals? How did you communicate with him?
No, he just told me what to do, and I just heard it.
This nigga's annoying, gang. You hear me? Like, yo, he tweaking, gang. Like, y'all, hold on, let me put this thing right here so y'all can see this. Y'all see that? This nigga tweaking, chat. Like, this nigga right here is annoying, bro. Yo, this nigga's annoying, bro.
How did you communicate with this person?
In person.
Okay, so okay,
Look.
how did you communicate? Did you guys use like brain signals,
He said brain signals, smoke signals.
no smoke signals? How did you communicate with him?
Yo, this nigga annoying, bro. Yo, this nigga is annoying, bro.
Okay, so he tells you what to do, but somebody dropped you off. So how did you communicate with these people?
Chat, I don't know. Bro, these ads, bro, it's getting on my nerves, though. I ain't gonna lie. Come on, man.
The beach. I'm assuming like Clearwater, St. Pete, right? It's the other side of the
Chat, I
state.
don't know, bro.
So in a 2 week time
I feel
frame,
like you should just give
2
it
week
up,
time frame,
bro.
you got
Just
from
give
there
it up.
to
Just
here
be
with
like,
him.
hey, bro, it's this.
How did you
Hey,
orchestrate?
what's up?
him
How
picking
can we
up
work
and
this
driving
out
here?
or whatever?
Did you send
bro,
him
'cause-
mail? Did you call him? Did you FaceTime him? Did you Uvu, MySpace? Like, what did you guys use to coordinate you getting here today?
MySpace.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
He paid for everything.
But that's not what I'm asking. I'm not asking what he paid for. How did you guys arrange? Like Instagram DMs? Did you like DM him like, hey dude, I'm ready to go at noon.
No, it was just.
I'll pick you up.
Yeah, he'll pick me up and then he'll drop me off and then he'll drop me off.
So how did he know when to pick you up and where to pick you up?
Because he already dropped me off the first time when we came from that.
So he just came at a random time and you're like, oh, perfect, I've been ready. So you were outside your house for hours just waiting with your stuff to come out?
Not waiting for hours. He knocked on the door and he was there. So I was, all right, let's go.
So he's familiar with the area over here.
I guess so.
So he's from over here.
I don't know where he's from. I live in Manhattan.
So how did you know where you live?
He didn't know where I live. I live in Tampa.
Maybe I'm just really confused with the situation.
And the story is going everywhere, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. That's for your lawyer, eh? You're saying anything, man. Oh, we met him in Tampa, but yeah, he's familiar with the area, yo. Bro, come on, man. How y'all?
Maybe I'm just really confused with the situation, right? So you live here, but you were in Tampa, right? You live in West Palm, sorry. Where do you live? You live in Orlando. So he picks you up in Orlando after meeting 2 weeks ago in Tampa. And then somehow you guys end up driving down here.
So how did he know what time, what day to get from Tampa to Orlando to pick you up?
He didn't know no time. He just pulled up.
Bro, you would have been better if you said, yo, the day I met him, you feel me? We chopped it up. He said, yo, I got this, you know what I mean? I'm like, I bet it's a quick bin. I just gotta put it. Shit, I just got a new bank account, new TD bank, you know what I mean? Like, he just told me, yo, I'm about to pick you up this day at 5. So this day at 5, I was ready. No, he gonna say, no, he didn't have no time. I guess he just pulled up. So you gonna stay outside the day that he's supposed to come for hours, bro. You don't know. Come on.
Time, what day to get from Tampa to Orlando to pick you up?
And he gonna just magically know the date. That's why he said brain signals. Like, what?
You just wanna lie, my man. It is what it is, bro. Come on, bro. Like, you mean to tell me in a nature of communication where you have a phone that's been blowing up this whole time during the conversation, you didn't get his phone number? So somebody tells you, a random person you never met in your life, tells you, hey, I'm gonna give you $1,000, and the first thing is like, okay, you're a stranger. You didn't worry that he was gonna go to your house to kill you and your family. No, none of that went through your head.
None.
And you not even worried that he knows where you live. Now that you're caught, you're not worried that he knows where you live.
Like,
Not when you say it like that, yeah. Just a little bit.
nah, it's not like when you say it like that, bro. That's everybody's brain.
We'll never
bro.
know.
Common sense, bro. That's what
Well,
you
you might
gotta
not believe
have,
me.
bro.
Okay. Like I said, we'll seize this. We're gonna do a whole another.
You not gonna give him your like. You're not trying to snitch. I understand though. Then you wouldn't come with that story in the first place if you're not trying to snitch. You know what I mean? But cool, you're not trying to snitch, right? You gonna say he know my house, but he don't got my number. So you rather give a random ass nigga the number, the number of your house, whatever, street, boo boo, then the number of your phone, bro. Like you can just be like, yo, I'll meet you right there. I get what he's trying to say though. I get what he's trying to say. Like, I bet, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like if I tell them the number, they're just gonna track the number to the people. But anyways, you wouldn't come with that story then. If you don't want the number getting tracked to the people that's really doing this or whatever, or the people that sent you, or you know what I mean? You would have just been like, yo, I found the check. Like,
Get a warrant for this. This tells the truth.
You already snitching. That's dry snitching. You already
I want to
amplified
tell you something.
mad people in it.
So you understand how this works. Even when
You're
you
not
delete
the
stuff
only
from this,
one.
nothing is permanently
There's a
deleted.
random guy. Like,
And once we get the warrant and we get the stuff we need, everything you even ever deleted, we're going to be able to see. So, yes.
A detective stops by to ask Eliot a few questions before he is taken to jail.
that's true though. He not capping about that. Yeah, definitely see deleted stuff. Doesn't matter if you delete it or not. Man. They own your phone. Literally.
Right? So this is just something you, like I told you before, you're articulate, you seem like, you know, you have it, you know,
Well, it goes a clean record.
you have a conversation, you have a clean record, bro, but like this, I mean, listen, it's like I said, it's not the crime of this country.
Not anymore.
You have to
Bro, he gotta be a little bit slow though. Like, you tweaking, folks. Phone them graveyard. You tweaking. They just told you 3 felonies, bro. It's not clean anymore, bro. It's not clean anymore, okay? Don't think, oh, it's clean up, chilling. No, 3 felonies, bro.
Lawyer check. So when I didn't have a bank, that's how I would get my money.
This is the tweaking.
You are smart.
Wait, if y'all want to see the full screen, pull up on Twitch.
That's wild, bro.
Pull up on Twitch. Shout out YouTube, though. Leave a like.
Okay, well, you never ever do it again, obviously.
Ever in my life, ever.
The clips gonna get out on the first channel on the left right here, down there.
It's a crime, 100%.
C2
and
live.
You're going to jail for it, right? But if you really don't have any other prior arrests or anything like that, okay? And then you go see a judge, and they have plenty of things. They have diversion programs.
What was the difference in your story with her? So just so that way I'm caught up to speed, right? Because here's where I'm at, right? I'm not trying to ask you. I'm not gonna be shared with you, right? Man to man. You told us one story. That's all I know. She can tell me her story, and it's coming from her, so it's a game of telephone, right? I don't like playing telephone. I'd rather hear it from you, so that way when I write my report, it's your words and not somebody else's, right? So you met this dude in Fort Lauderdale 2 days ago. You go back home. What happened?
No, I stayed in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, so you stay down there, and then
what? Literally, he said, just give me a couple days. I was like, all right, I'll give you a couple days.
Every month, this Airbnb
He's changing the story again, and what's up with these ads, bro? Like, god damn.
All right, this is what you're gonna do. You for the walking TV, I'm gonna give you this check, and you're gonna walk out. Okay. Minutes, people like that.
He filled out.
He didn't give me details. He didn't give me nothing. Like, he didn't give me arrangements or nothing. He literally said, I'm gonna give you this check. Once you walk in TV,
cash it and you're out.
Literally.
Yeah,
so like,
this
is from my understanding, not like just clarify. Did he have you fill it out, or did he already have all this information for the lady? It was already filled out. Okay.
He literally gave it to me. He said, walk in here.
So he already knew your name and stuff to fill it out, and then he knew what, I guess, dollar amount he wanted it all to be and stuff.
I guess so.
Okay.
I guess the only thing he asked me for was the name, like mine.
Sorry.
Mine.
Your name.
Yeah,
okay. I just didn't hear you.
No,
okay. And then what? He picked you up earlier today. Y'all came straight here, and that was it. Y'all ain't been hanging out the last 2 days.
Literally, that's it.
Okay. All right.
He just made it so simple, so I didn't really like
Oh.
say it back in my head, like, damn, this is done.
You walk out with a band too.
Like, and that band was literally gonna go to my clothing, like.
Go to your what?
My clothing brand.
Clothing, I guess.
Like,
All right.
I was about to open. That's why I opened TD originally, to make a business.
Yeah.
To make it as a business account.
Okay.
But like, bro, it's too late for that.
We're going to search you before we put you in the vehicle. 'Cause you understand you're under arrest, right? Okay. Stretch your feet for me, sir. A little more wider than that. You have to go wider. A little wider. Yep. I'll show you. Right there. Like that.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good.